What's good, everybody? It's your boy OG Guac 420 back at it with another episode of Collector Disconnect. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about the brand new, just revealed Haslab Giant Man from Marvel Legends. I don't know if you guys watched my last mock-up I did for the Batwing from McFarlane DC Multiverse. I actually made a huge mock-up with cardboard just to compare the size from the actual dimensions that they gave us for that to the actual Spin Master Batwing that we had. So I figured I'm going to do something similar with this video today. I'm going to do the exact same mock-up on cardboard of the proposed 24-inch Giant Man for the Haslab. And I'm actually going to be comparing it to my ToyBiz 17-year-old Build-A-Figure Giant Man, and just to see what we're getting for $200. I did pick up that Giant Man like 2 years ago for about 130 bucks. I see right now it is going for around 150 to like 180, like prime conditions. So right now I haven't checked as of today, but I imagine the prices are dropping for that. So I just want to show you guys a little scale comparison and just see if it can actually fit in your collection, because I know a lot of people were complaining today that 24 inches is actually a little bit too big. I am one of them. I was hoping it would kind of be like around 18 to 20 inches max. We're gonna go ahead and measure this ToyBiz Giant Man and a bunch of other big figures I have in my collection, but I think that 24 inches is gonna be a little bit too big for my Marvel Legends Avenger shelf right there. So maybe I'm gonna have to accommodate that bad boy with the whole new shelf as well, just like I did for this big boy Galactus right here. And real quick before we get started, I have been sick for the past couple weeks, so I will be taking a lot of breaks right now to clear out my nose and drink some water. I've had the flu for almost 2 weeks straight right now, so I'm finally getting better, but you can probably still hear this on this mic that I am congested through my nose and throat and whatnot. So I do apologize for my absence and the quality of my voice right now, but let's not waste any more time, and without further ado, let's get it cracking. And real quick, I did want to show you guys the mock-up I did for the gold label DC Multiverse exclusive Batwing right here from McFarlane. It was pretty damn close to the actual final product itself. The Batwing that is currently hanging on my LED lit moon. You guys check out that video if you haven't right now. So here it is. This is what I mean by the mock-up. I used the dimensions that were provided from the website, from McFarlane's website. So I did the same thing with the actual Giant Man from Haslab. Use the exact same dimensions, but I actually use this cool app called the Da Vinci's Eye, I believe. I'll do a pop-up right now, but it's a pretty badass app that I wish I had when I did the mock-up for the Batwing. But essentially all it does is let you trace any picture you have on your phone, if you mount the phone right, actually. So you're gonna be tracing it while looking at your phone. It was kind of harsh since this thing is so big, but I will attach some videos, like I said, of how I actually did the process to get like a rough estimate of how big this Giant Man is. So I feel like doing it with that app was way better and easier. Of what I was intending to do originally was just, you know, freehanding that bad boy and getting as close as I can to the product. I'm so glad that Marvel Legends actually included this amazing 20th anniversary Captain America right next to the actual Giant Man to scale. So that's what I was really going on. I actually put this bad boy right there in the actual picture when I was drawing it, so to actually get that proper scale. So yeah, thanks to this bad boy, I believe this mock-up is almost 1-to-1 on the scale. My drawing skills suck, but the actual shape and whatnot is almost perfect in my opinion. It is exactly 24 inches tall. So pretty amazing. That's the entire point of this video. So let's go ahead and bring that bad boy out and I'll show you my amazing artwork. So here we have it, the Haslab Giant Man. Marvel Legends sent them to me for an early review of this cardboard prototype. As you can see, this bad boy is truly freaking a beast. Honestly, it looks kind of small in person, but seeing it on camera, this thing is pretty huge. That's what she said. There's a lot of those jokes today. So here we have it, 24-inch Giant Man right there. You can see my amazing drawing. Kind of looks like Homer cosplaying as Giant Man. But yeah, I'll go ahead and move this camera right now so we can actually see some better scales and whatnot. Alright, so I am losing my voice already, which kind of sucks, but I just had to get this video out, you know, just because it was revealed about 4 or 5 hours ago. So here we have my mock-up of the 24-inch Haslab Giant Man right there. So let's go ahead and get this tape measure out so we can actually confirm, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so from the bottom of his foot to the top of his head, it is about 24 and a half inches, so probably slightly a little bit bigger. I did say it was exactly 24 inches, but 24 and a half is official measurement I have right here. And here is that 20th anniversary Captain America they actually used, you know, to scale it in the pictures and the promo shots. So we'll be comparing that with the actual promo shot I used right there. Voila. As you can see, this guy is fucking huge compared to this bad boy. So like I said, in my opinion, I think he is a little bit too tall, but for $200 it is a really good price. I mean, if it was over $250 I would have been out, but $200, perfect. You know, maybe 180 would be the sweet spot, but there is no actual 6-inch tiers with this bad boy, so I feel like $200 is the perfect price. I would have preferred him to be 18 inches, not 24. Let's go ahead and bring out this amazing ToyBiz Giant Man real quick, just so we can get some scale comparisons with that. So this guy is about 17 years old, you know, older than most of these collectors that are getting these brand new Marvel Legends. So let's go ahead and measure him real quick just to see what we're working with. Alright, so this ToyBiz Giant Man, aka one of the greatest Build-A-Figures of all time, comes in at about 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half inches tall. So that's pretty amazing for its time. Like I said, 17 years old. Back when Marvel Legends only cost about $12 a figure. So we do have that right there. Like I said, I kind of wanted my Giant Man around 18 inches. So here we have 18 right there, which I feel like I can actually fudge in my current vendor shelf. But 24 inches, this guy's gonna have to be taking a knee for sure, just like I am right now. So there we have the two comparisons with the ToyBiz and the Haslab. I don't have every single giant figure from Marvel Legends, but I do have a couple of those amazing 12-inch figures from back in the day. I don't know how much they cost when they first came out. I got these about 3 or 4 years ago for about $15 a piece. I believe they probably retail for about $35–40. Let me know in the comments how much they actually cost and then when they actually came out. But this bad boy is standing at around 11 and a half inches. So these were supposed to be on the 12-inch scale. So pretty amazing figures. I don't know why they never re-released these for an actual Hank Pym or, you know, anybody else like Goliath and all that stuff. But we actually did get a reissue on the Super Adaptoid, I believe it was, with the reuse of the Captain America 12-inch figure that I don't have. But since they're willing to do that, I don't know why they weren't willing to actually bring these 12-inch bucks back out. This buck right here is actually pretty amazing. I believe it's like an upscaled version of the Pizza Spider-Man body, but obviously mine has seen some better days. He is super loose, easy to pose, super amazing, but super loose. This guy's just gonna go all over the place. I did pick up a couple of these at the lot. This one, the normal Spider-Man, and that Wolverine 12-inch figure, one of my favorite figures in my collection. But here we have a 12-inch Marvel Legends. Fuck. Alright, so as you can see, this freaking Bap has seen better days. He cannot stand up by himself at all. I actually had him in my Marvel Legends collection leaning against the wall. I'll put a picture right here just so you can see how he's actually posed up. But this bad boy, like I said, is 17 years old. One of my oldest figures in the collection. Definitely has seen better days with the articulation. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You guys are probably horrified about how I'm handling him, but yeah, he already came to me like this when I got him a couple years ago, secondhand. So you know, he was taken care of then. So right now he's just, you know, giving you guys the bird. He did almost take out my entire collection, so pretty funny. All right, so I'm gonna put him on a stand real quick, just so he doesn't fall again, which he probably still is, because I don't know how this is gonna work. All right. Next up, we do have another ginormous figure. I don't actually have the Haslab Sentinel. I have 3 of these bad boys. I believe they came in 3 different colorways. I have all 3 of them. These are the Marvel Universe Sentinels, I believe. Pretty badass for his time. I picked up 3 of these over the past couple years, all for under $100 each. They also work as well. Pretty amazing. This is the only reason why I didn't pick up those Haslab Sentinels, you know, because they're kind of like way smaller than those. Better for my collection needs and whatnot. So here we have that Sentinel right there posed up. Let's go ahead and get a measurement on him. So this Sentinel is standing at around 16 and a quarter inches, so 16 inches tall. Like I said, I would have preferred that Haslab Giant Man to be 18 inches, just so we can have some more space in our collection. So there's 16, 18 is about right there. So just a couple more inches bigger than that. I would have loved to actually have them, you know, in that size, like I said, just so we can actually fit in my damn collection. So here we have the Marvel Universe Sentinel right there, 16 inches tall, compared to the 24-inch tall Haslab Giant Man and the, what was it again? The 13-inch tall Build-A-Figure from ToyBiz. And real quick for comparison, here we have the AI Tony Stark right there, Iron Man, and here we have that 20th anniversary Cap again, just so we get some more size comparisons. And real quick, let's just go ahead and throw in a amazing Marvel Select. This is the Immortal Hulk, I believe what he's called. Pretty big figure, like all Diamond Selects on the bigger side. So there he is. And he's on that 7-inch scale. He's coming in at a whopping 9.5 inches tall. The best Hulk I think you can have in your collection right now. So just a couple quick comparisons. That ToyBiz Giant Man just took another tumble from my table, so an update was extremely freaking needed for me at least. That guy cannot stand up on his own weight. So here's a couple comparisons with the 24-inch Giant Man once again. Just going to give you guys a couple more of my opinions and thoughts before I do the final comparison, and that's going to be with the big G himself, Galactus. So I can't speak for every collector out there. I am by no means a hardcore collector. I'm actually pretty basic on the scale of what I actually have in my collection. I have an Avengers team, I have a DC Multiverse shelf, TMNT shelf, and whatnot. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure that most collectors, if you're actually making your own Avengers team, the classic Avengers team, you'll need a Giant Man in your collection. Like I said, this bad boy has been super hard to get, super expensive on the aftermarket for the past, 15 plus years. So, I got this guy for 130 bucks a couple years ago. People are still picking them up for like the past couple weeks for around $150. So in my opinion, an extra 50 bucks to actually pick up an even bigger Giant Man that has way better articulation, not on these crazy ball joints right here, just ready to snap at any moment. It's a no-brainer for me. I know from all the comments I've been seeing on Reddit and on the YouTube comments, most of the fan base is kind of divided exactly down the middle. People are saying that they're applauding them for that amazing $200 price point, which was leaked a couple days ago. I don't know if that was on purpose or whatnot, but $200, like I said, is perfect. 180 would have been the sweet spot, but the other fans are actually kind of mad that there's no 6-inch action figures for the tiers. I don't know who it was, one of the Hasbro guys said they didn't want to lock out any actual people who didn't want to get this Giant Man from getting classic characters like First Appearance Wasp, Goliath, Yellow Jacket, all of Hank Pym's personas, locked behind a paywall, crowdfunding Haslab. So I'm pretty hyped that they're actually going to be releasing those later on down the line. I'm predicting probably like around the same time this bad boy comes out, which is going to be fall of 2024. So maybe the summer of 2024 we're finally going to get First Appearance Wasp, probably on the retro card, and Yellow Jacket and Goliath as well. Hopefully that Goliath is actually on a smaller 12 to 18 inch scale like this. I know they have already made that Soldier figure. I don't know if I'm saying that right, that Thor movie character. I don't know how tall he was, but he was a pretty big figure. We did have that Cassie Lang Build-A-Figure, and like I said, we did get that reissue of the 12-inch Captain America for the Super Adapt toys. So hopefully they can make something worth for the Goliath next year, just so we can actually get every iteration of Hank Pym right there, and possibly even get characters like Black Goliath down the line as well. Once they have a standard, bigger than a 12-inch buck to actually reuse and whatnot. So yeah, let's go ahead and clear this table out and push this camera way back for the final two comparisons, which I already told you is the Haslab Galactus and I think a 1/6 scale TMNT NECA movie turtle right here, just so you guys can see once again what we're getting for 200 smackaroos. Alright, so for our next comparison, we do have a brand new unopened 1/6 scale NECA 1990 TMNT movie turtle right here. This is on the 1/6 scale, so let's go ahead and measure it real quick. He is kind of floating a little bit in that box, so let's just put it right here, and I'll say around 17 inches tall for this Donatello figure right here. I believe I actually picked this up on sale for around $80. Yeah, I'm assuming these 1/6 scale NECA figures at the time probably retail for around $120 to $150. Let's go ahead and say on the higher end, $150 for a 17-inch figure right here that's highly detailed, not superposable, but a highly detailed figure like this for $150. It's pretty crazy. I know NECA does a whole line of 1/6 scale figures. This is the only one I have in my collection, so for $150 that's not bad at all. But tack on 50 more bucks and you get this amazing 24-inch brand new Giant Man right here with a couple of alternate face plates for the unlocks. And I am seeing that people are hating those face unlocks. for the tiers, because like I said, they're not giving us actual 6-inch figures for the tiers, saying, you know, it's kind of not worth it to actually go from 14 to 16,000, I think it is, to unlock those 2 faceplates. I think one of them was actually a spare head on that scroll head. To me, I don't really care. On my Haslab Galactus, I really ever change the faceplates out. I usually just use the same 2. I never use that Doom head ever. I know when I made my video, I was actually, you know, really infatuated with it and whatnot, but I've never put it on ever since that video months ago. So I could care less. $200 just for this figure right here, 24 inches of pure plastic. You know, I'm pretty amazed. I instantly backed it. I think I was like one of the first 100 people. I backed it within like 5 minutes of the actual stream going on this morning. And like I said, this thing is well worth your money in my opinion. I'm not saying go ahead and buy it, but if you need a giant man and you don't want to get this old ass 17-year-old Build-A-Figure right here from ToyBiz, which is still a good figure, don't get me wrong, it just, like I said, it needed an update really bad, so this thing is your way to go. But yeah, let's go ahead and scoot the table off one more time and scoot the camera back a couple more inches, because we have the big G himself, Galactus, incoming. Alright, so here's what everybody came to see. Here's what I came to see, the reason why I actually made this for myself, just to see what we're getting for $200, 24 inches right here. And I believe this was $400 when it first came out. 32 inches, I believe. Let's go ahead and measure him one more time. So from the top of his crown, he's about 30 3/4, and on top of his horn, he's 32 inches tall. Right here we have electronics, you know, no noise for I don't know what reason. This thing came out years ago, has electronics and noise.
Sentinel under attack.
Sorry that was too loud, but I don't understand why this Galactus for $400 couldn't include noise. Would have been super sweet. But yeah, this is actually gonna be my first ever Haslab that I personally backed. I actually bought this bad boy secondhand, probably within the same year that this thing came out. I don't know if this guy's watching right now, but he hooked me up with giving me this thing for retail. I believe I only gave him like $415. Met him at Target. It was completely sealed, all the tiers unlocked and whatnot. So appreciate you, man, if you're watching. But I guess he was, you know, trying to flip them like everybody else was, buying 2 or 3 to actually, you know, get your Galactus for free. Probably didn't work out for him, but I'm glad he actually sold it to me for retail. So pretty happy to actually have that. I think I honestly paid like almost $450 actually for it. Now I'm thinking about it. I mean, it was a long time ago, but I was, you know, glad to be paying like less than $500 for this amazing Galactus, the biggest, best action figure in my collection. But now I'm actually happy to say this is gonna be my first ever Haslab that I'm funding right here. 24-inch giant man. Not really much to say. Like, this thing is truly a beast. I'll say it one more time. I did wish he was a little bit shorter, probably his head to his shoulders, probably, or probably his elbow right here, just because this guy should be the biggest thing in your collection. You know, if you're a basic collector like me, not really into like those hot toys or any of those premium statue type of figures. So this thing is definitely a centerpiece in my other collection room. This thing will be the centerpiece in this collection room right here. But like I said, I will need a lot more space to actually accommodate this giant man right here. This giant hunk of plastic. Both these hunk of plastics right here. But yeah, enough of me rambling, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick size comparison. Hopefully you got something from it. Pretty much just rambled the entire freaking video. So hope I did not disappoint. Once again, here we have Giant Man for the billionth time. Hank Pym in all his cardboard glory. Shout out to Hasbro for sending me that cardboard prototype, like I said. But yeah, guys, without further ado, I will be taking some more shots with the ToyBiz Galactus just to see how he holds up 17 years later and compare him to some of the poses that the Hasbro team showed in the promo pics. But yeah, real quick before we go, I do have that sneak preview of the pinless Deadpool right here. You guys want to see? Voila. Yeah, Hasbro loves sending me free product because I'll be doing the you know what with them. But that's all I'll say about that. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
You have just witnessed another episode of Collect to Disconnect.